So please, if you can hear my voice, just type yes so that I can know that you can hear me. Yes, good. I'm going to get a link for the YouTube so that you can actually post that around if you want. Daniel. Oh. Give me 1 minute. Let me. I'm just trying to connect the YouTube. Just give me 1 minute. I believe it's already there. I want to get the link so that whoever it is that wants to watch will be able to watch. Yeah. So this is the link for the YouTube. If you have anyone that wants to join, that is the link. I'm putting it on all our pages as well. So we can paste this around for those people that probably wants to connect with the class. All right. How many of us have attempted to paste the video or the links around? You've tried to invite 1 or 2 persons. Can you wave your hands to let us know that you have done that? Just type a yes or something like that. Just maybe they have tried to send this around. For those probably will need it. I will also encourage, if it is possible, for us to turn on our videos so that we can have live from the class. We can all be able to see each other and engage as much as we can to, over the next 30 minutes to 1 hour that we'll be together. Today I'll be talking about 2 key issues. The first thing is how to be a pro in reading, and second thing is the efficiency and the efficacy of mock tests. I'm still hoping people can turn on their videos. Honestly, everybody, it's like I'm not even talking to anybody right now. The way I'm communicating now, I can see that people are online, but I can't see them. I can only see 3 people. Please, so that I can just, put myself to be able to flow a bit more. I'd like to encourage us to turn on our videos. If you can hear my voice, please kindly turn on your videos, please. If you're not in a place where it is prohibited, please kindly turn on your videos. We are about 17 on the platform, but only I can see that only 2 people responded to that request. Please, let's turn on our videos. Do whatever you can to make it suitable for you to turn on your videos so that we can have the best of times. All right. So let me start by saying that reading appears or has been reported to be the most difficult aspect of IELTS. Many people have actually made that comment. That reading is very hard, it's complicated, and all of that. And fair to that statement, most people have actually had a lot of results that suggested that it was true. The kind of results they had after they attempted IELTS, yes, showed that. From the bulk of results I've received, the most common aspect I will feel happens to be the reading. You know, so but I've come to realize that what makes you to be good in reading is actually not if you have been destined to be a good person in reading or not. It has to do with your level of growth or your educational perspective or your habit or anything. Rather, it has everything to do with your readiness to adapt the skill that gets you to become better. And number two, readiness to apply necessary strategies on a consistent basis. These are the things that actually develop you with your reading. Many people have, you know, attempted to get better with reading, but once they discovered that it was not coming through, they lost their capacity to sustain pursuit with learning the skills, because there is a particular skill that you must adapt to. If you adapt to that skill, your level of growth will increase with reading. But if you don't adapt to that skill, your level of growth will decrease or will be will I call it will disappear. Are we together, please? Please, if you are with me, say yes. I'm struggling to communicate because I can't see people. So I'm trying for those people that have known and seen me lecture, this is not my best. I do wish that everyone can help me right now. I communicate better with visuals. You understand? So, like I was trying to say, I want to make this clear. How do you know that you have a deficiency with your reading score? How do you know that you are likely to struggle with reading? And how do you know that your reading is in crisis? Number one is that you'll be having difficulty with time. You will not be able to work out a completion of the essay within 1 hour. The second thing you will use to know is your score. Your score will always be low. Every time you try to achieve a good score, you will always have a low score. And the third way you will use to know that your reading is poor is that there will be some questions that you will not even be able to understand, and there will be some questions you will not be able to answer. Now, it's a different thing for you to actually answer a question and it becomes wrong. It's another different thing that you look at a question like this and you don't even have the nudge of answer. Like no idea what's this. It's like a blank answer, black question. Are we together? Yeah. So so what do you do when you discover that you have a problem with reading? The first thing is address it with consistency. You have tried to practice reading once in 3 days, once in 5 days for the last 6 months. You keep getting 24, 23, 25. You have all, even the time you even use more than 1 hour, you still got 22. And you are still practicing inconsistently. That means that person is not ready. So the first way to deal with problem in reading is consistency of practice. You have to schedule your time to suit your practice. Let your time favor your practice. So, for example, if you discover that you're always tired in the evening, And when you are practicing reading at that time, you will likely be writing nonsense. Then shift your practice time to the morning. It'll be very early in the morning. So, and make it consistent. That's the first thing you need to do. Second thing you need to do to brace up reading is work with time. Now, most people have told me, sir, when it comes to reading, I am not able to finish in 1 hour. I said, why? He said, I won't be able to, I will just be struggling. I won't be able to finish the question. And what I observe is that, what I'm trying to say is that they are not able to discipline themselves enough to work with time, or to work to bring time under their own discipline. There is a particular way you can work with time so that even if you have not finished, you will stop. Now, this is the way reading operates, the way reading works. As you grow, the time you spend becomes smaller, and then the scores you get become bigger. But you don't start with big score and small time. You oftentimes start with small score and big time. But as you grow, your score becomes bigger and your time becomes smaller. Now, if that is not happening to you, it's either that you have not been consistent or you have not been working with time. So what is the secret to that? Work with time. And when I say work with time, I don't mean work with time of 2 hours. Work with the timing of the exam, 1 hour. Sometimes you can even work less than 1 hour. Is that right? The third thing you need to do is, if you have tried these first two things and it's not working, you have been consistent, you're working with time. Then number 3, change your methods. There are so many ways to deal with listening, reading, and I mean, there are 2 ways you can deal with reading. The first way is to answer simple questions first and tough questions last. Now, many people have tried that method and it's not working. And they say that for them, in their way of thinking, they try the first questions, they ask questions first and simple questions last, and they're working for them. Try that method. Or you may reduce the time you are spending on hard questions or on simple questions, so you can have more time with hard questions. That's another method. But you cannot maintain the same method when you have tried it over time and it's not working. Number 4, you have done this thing and it's not working. Join a active reading group. We have an active reading group currently called Reading Conference. We meet every Saturday morning by 5 a.m. Is there anyone here that's attended that particular conference? The 5 a.m. Reading class. Anybody attended it here? Can we have your hands? All right. So if you don't know about the class, I'm inviting you. 5 a.m. Powerful conference by 5 a.m. every Saturday. You will basically find your reading improving as you join that class. And it's free. You don't have to make any payments to join. All right. Number 5 is maybe perhaps you have to get a coach. Now, most people have not understood what the role a coach may play with their reading score. One thing I know about the coach is that it can expand your perspective about dealing with questions. But more importantly, the coach might be there for emotional reasons. For some people, they just need someone to tell you that you are good enough. They have never had it before. Or they want to just encourage them, give them some form of support. Because everywhere around them is already overwhelmed with pressure. So they need that encouragement. So if you're able to get a coach that can give the moral support and give the kind of expansion that you need, or give you different strategy you can use, why not? Now, all what I'm saying, they are working side by side. You can't say, I have number 1, I don't have number 2. I have number 2, I don't have number 3. You must have everything. And you must be active with everything. All right? And as you, of course, do that, you find out you get better and better. All right? And then one more thing is stick to a pattern of practice. Stick to a pattern of practice. Now, most people have this system whereby they say, okay, I use method of Mr. C. Tomorrow, I use method of Mr. B. Different methods. You have to stick to one method and get used to it. One thing that we're reading is that your strategy is the major thing. You must be systematic about your strategy, and you must be consistent with it. Excuse me. So, because of your strategy, maintain it. Don't switch because somebody said it's not it's a new method and all of that. The only time you can switch is if you have a recommendation from a coach for you to switch. All right. And the last way you can do trading is check your emotional thermometer. Can somebody write that one down? Check your emotional thermometer. Who got that? Who got what I just said now? Check your emotional thermometer. Check your emotional thermometer. I want you to listen to me carefully at this point. Reading needs active euphoria to pass. Everybody, can you give me now? You see, that's the problem. I can't see everybody. Oh no. This is not helping. Now, I want to attempt to see whether everybody can hear me. Can everybody wear a smile? All right. Now listen to me. If you want to practice reading, and you just finish an argument, attempt. Casey is showing me. No, I don't want to. I don't want to see. No, his face. I want to see. I don't want to see emoji. His face. Oh, okay. You just finish fighting somebody. Or you just finish arguing with somebody, and you I'm getting excited now. And you observed that you want to do reading. The first thing you need to do is to create an atmosphere from your inside to your outside that will make you to feel happy. You get my point now? Don't go into that reading with that mood. All right? Create an atmosphere around you or within you that will get you excited. I don't know. Do we have any of the couples here that we had the conversation about, that had the specific conversation about couples here? Do we have any of them here that in this class that, we had the couples conversation recently? Is there anyone that is in this current class? Anybody? No, just type yes on the chat so I can know. I just want to figure out something. Anybody like that? Nobody? Okay. Now, one thing that steers reading is euphoria. You must have a lot of energy, positive energy. That's the word, positive vibe inside you. Do you know why you need a positive vibe inside you? Do you know why? You are about to read a very boring passage with questions you don't know anything about, that you never concern you forever. You're about to focus on the matter that doesn't concern you, something that happened in Atlantica that has nothing to do with your life. And you must be able to answer the question as if you are there. So if the first crisis that comes with that particular instance is that the fact that you are not involved in the situation is naturally demoralizing. I wish together. So that is the first crisis. Second crisis that we have on this matter is that they intentionally hide the answer in the question. What did I say? People didn't hear what I said. Where did they hide the answer? Type it if you heard me. I didn't. It's not a mistake. They eat the answer where? Inside the question. So that is the first crisis. So you will be busy looking for the answer inside the passage. So people will say, how many of you, when you first tried IELTS test, you first read the passage, like we used to do in our. Did you see the answer easily? You read the passage, it's not here. It's not here. Am I lying or I want to know whether what I'm saying is making sense. Like you will read the passage like this first time, second time, third time, you will just say, number one, where is the. This is the passage. This is the question. And now, here's the answer. Yeah. After like 2 hours, you don't finally find. Sorry, what I'm saying, did anybody experience it? I want to know that it's only me. I've really never had anybody attempt IELTS for the first time and then no teacher, no anything, just did it brilliantly and you finish happy. What do you mean? You're like, what kind of, what is this for heaven's sake? The fish inside the ocean. They are using science to discover whether they actually used to see with each other. What's my business with that? Are we together? So it's a creation of a frustrating passage with the annoying set of questions, and the answers was hidden in the question. And so, if your mood is already down, naturally, it is likely to get more down. How many of us you are doing reading test and you got number 22, number 35? You now threw both your pen, the booklets, the paper, you threw it away and went to sleep. Who has happened to me before? Who has expressed this thing? You threw the paper, the book, everything, you threw it away. Say, I'm going to sleep. I'm having a headache. You understand? So naturally, there is a tendency for what? For boredom, anger, confusion, frustration, and all manner. So the best thing is you have to build yourself, right? Prepare yourself, be ready for it by creating a mood that is stable. All right. I want to say this because this is an open class and I believe that everybody is trying to learn one thing or the other. Lack of support is a major crisis when it comes to reading, especially when there is support crisis at home. I'm specifically talking about families now. Most people who perhaps have not found as much support as is necessary from their spouses, whenever they practice at home, they do get very low scores. All right. I like to say this because I want to, give you some simple strategies to deal with that. The first thing is, if you observe the environment is not conducive for practice, don't practice in that environment. You either create an environment that will be conducive, or you remove the, or you create a conducive environment when the source of lack of conducive, or I mean the source that is causing the environment to be not conducive is not around. Do you understand? So if you can spot the source that is not making it to be conducive, when the source is not available, utilize that moment to practice. Do you understand me? Because we don't all have the same circumstances. But like I said, you have to create the circumstance that works for you. All right. For couples, I actually tried to create a special section, but those people that actually add that section, I think was it some few months ago. I don't know if anybody has given me full feedback, but reading needs a very good emotional stability to do it. So you have to work on your emotions. If you observe that your reading is struggling and you have done every other thing, see me. Maybe we can have a conversation about what could be the concern. All right. This is quite an open class, so I just want to bring up a thought about the power of mock exams. With the situation of things in Nigeria right now, the increase in cost in the IELTS examination, I personally feel that it is stressful to write IELTS exam twice. Or will I use the word financially agonizing to write the exam twice? So it seems wise for anyone to write the mock tests. And thankfully, we were able to create a system where we can attempt to support individuals who want to write the exam. I will tell us what we are doing. It's not a secret, you understand? And it's not something that I am doing to please anybody. I just believe that one way or the other, support can be, and nest, from here, from there, we can gather energy. You understand? All right. So what did I do? I created a target to meet 1,000 nurses or 1,000 individuals, nurses inclusive, medical persons inclusive, healthcare workers, anybody that wants students, and take them through 5 weeks coaching. And after the 5 weeks coaching, they will sit for the mock test. Now, the modalities I had initially for that was that the best 20 will be sponsored to write the exam. So, but because there was the issue that we had then was that there was skeletal attendance or skeletal addition to the class. So, like somebody will join this week, another person will join next week. So, to have a joint mock was difficult. Then, secondly, as the number began to increase, it came to my mind that some people might not be encouraged to write the mock because they feel that it's just for few people that pass. So I had to expand the scope. These were just evolutions. I said, all right, whoever passes the mock will be supported. All right, so a few persons did the mock and the result was not absolutely okay. And I thought there was going to be some discouragement. So I just thought, all right, anyone that writes the mock will be supported, but it's not going to be the same. So last week, I came up with a final thought about the principle. And I'd like you to tell everybody about this. All right. And the strategy is that you can practically prepare for for IELTS and get the kind of support you need strategically. Just hear this out carefully. Before I say what I want to say, let me record this part. What is the power of writing mock? What's the power of having to do a mock test? A mock test will open your eyes to the error you never saw in practice. You see, there are some times that you think that, I'm ready for this exam. But upon the pressure of a mock test, you will find out that it's like there is something I'm still missing. I have marked about 10 or 15 mock tests in the last 2 or 3 weeks. And, the way people approach the exam, the mock exam, is just a picture of what they will likely experience. I even marked one mock test that somebody was even putting bulletin points. I'm like, Jesus. I was just thinking in my head, if somebody has gone for 5 weeks class, it's not possible to be putting bulletin points to write you understand, to write your exam. Like dash, so and so and so, dash, abba, inside the exam. You understand my point? And all of these things, but as person was doing it because he was in a hurry or whatever. But the truth is that There are some things that you may do unconsciously during the exam that the mock test will reveal. So once you have seen that this particular error, you did them and you did not get the correct score, that will even make you to be one. Another person in the mock test was abbreviating answers. Do you know what the person got reading? 4. One person is, and this person that got for a reading has already written the real exam. I say, hey, I got for a reading. How will my risk score be? I said, calm down. Did you abbreviate answer? He said, yes. That is the reason you got for. Okay. Hope you didn't abbreviate that idea. So there are some errors you will never see or you will never know until you do a mock test. All right. The second or third thing about mock test, and now when it comes to my own academy, what does a mock test do for you? All right. This is our strategy and approach. Every time you write a mock test, whether you pass or you don't pass, let me explain what pass means to me. If you get below 7 in 3 modules, that means you did not do well. Maybe you got 6, 6.5, or maybe 5 or 7 or 6.5, 6.5 and 1, 6. You didn't do well. You're going to have a cash support of 10,000 naira. That's okay. Well, thank you for attempting the text. Have this one. But what I advise is that don't spend that money and just go and keep the money. Attempt the mock test again. Now, the reason is because if you get if you actually get above 7 in 2 modules, that means you did averagely well. All right. For you to do averagely well, you're going to have a sum of 20,000 naira that you did averagely well. So if you now said I want to write it a second time, that you did not get the start money that first time doesn't mean you will not get it the second time. Does that make sense? Yeah. All right. Now the third category, you got 7 in 3 modules. All right, and a 6.5 in writing. I'm as well you're following what I'm trying to say. I'm just positive. All right, so I stopped at saying, I'm sorry for the lad I brought this stop, but I believe you can hear me now. Can you hear me now? Is my voice audible now? Yeah. All right. So what I said was, if you have 7 in 3 modules, and then you have maybe 6.5 in writing, specifically writing, you understand? You're going to have 50K. Now, if you have that 50K, we can now have a conversation on whether you probably want further support. Okay. So what I'm thinking is, for example, somebody tried the mock exam the first time. Are you following me now? It didn't do very well in 3, whatever. Maybe that was the current situation. I did more study, did more practice, wrote a second time. Maybe at the second time he had 2. You understand? 2 sevens. I mean, the other ones was 6.5. The third time he had the 3 in 7 or 4 sevens, as the case may be. How much has the person got all together? Can somebody help me sum that up? Now, if you add that one to any other money you are saving, is it not better that you did the mock, gather the money, plus the one you are saving, face the exam once and pass than to go for the exam. Are you following me now? Who can let me sum up that up? How much is that? You did it twice as a mock, and you are vesting the solution. You are vesting it. 10K year, 20K year, 50K year. You are vesting that all together. Add it to other savings. Attempt the exam once. Than to go ahead and say, I'm ready. I will just try. Let me just see what I got. Let me try my best. And you now didn't do well after paying that amount of money. Which one is better? I want us to interact. Can we hear what I'm saying? So, what is the sum of attempting it twice at the mock level based on the amount that will be paid? In addition to whatever addition that you wanted to do, whatever attempt you want to make anywhere, what's the sum of that one? And what is the advantage of that one? Can somebody respond to me? I'm going to try to get, because I want us to interact, I want us to see this thing from this perspective so that, it's not going to be a matter of my own thinking. I want us to have that interaction. What advantage do we see from that? Especially the fact that you have now confirmed that, yes, I think I'm now good enough to write. All right. And then you have seen your weaknesses, you have seen your helplessness, you have seen your inadequacies. You also have some little cash that you have brought together. Do we have any advantage from that? I want us to talk to me. This is interaction that I'm making with us, and I wanted it to be something that we can completely understand as a perspective to which you can basically apply this, rather than just saying, I want to go ahead the exam because I feel I am ready. Do you have anybody that wants to respond to that? You can unmute, just press unmute and speak up. The person will be more prepared intellectually and financially. Absolutely. Any other thoughts? Do you have anyone that want to communicate? Anyone that want to talk to me? Just like voice out to me, like speak to me. Any other person? Please, let's kindly feel free. I'll be happy if you are speaking to me. You can unmute. I don't know. Is the sadly I don't have a book here. Are we able to communicate with me, please?
Yes, we can unmute and unmute from outside.
Oh, thank God. I was wondering that, because I was struck. I was like, this thing is not working. All right. So, did you get what I'm just saying right now? Because I just feel that as much as everybody is eager to write the exam, the level of your assurance of success can be further confirmed and enhanced by the mock. And I want to say this to you. If you do my mock tests and you stylishly pass, like you struggle to pass, you cannot struggle with the exam. It's not possible. All right. And so this is my encouragement to us. Don't rush to write IELTS. That's my encouragement. When I wrote the exam 4 times, and I met a tutor that was telling me that, okay, it's time to, he's teaching me. When he got to a point, he said, sir, you are ready? I said, I'm not ready, sir. That was August. I told you, I'm not writing that until October. I had to calm down and take my time because I was frustrated with repeated failure. Now, and in this particular time and age, it's actually not advisable to have a second writing. How do you want to spend 500,000 naira on night? How? I want us to have this conversation together. It's like I'm the only one that is talking now. Am I the only one that is? Am I thinking the same way you are thinking? Because I want us to have this conversation. Is it a good idea to present a mock strategy? Is it a cool idea? Is it okay? Is the idea worthwhile? And if yes, can we put ourselves under this pressure to get this done? I want us to talk. Talk to me. Talk to me. Feed me back. And if there's anything you probably feel, because truly speaking, right now, we are trying to see how we can do community support. I saw somebody on Twitter typing if there are people that want to support people to write the exam, all of that, and all of that. Yeah. Because the only way we can help ourselves right now is what? Community support. Most people cannot sit down and raise that money. I'm telling you. Yeah. And that's the reason why I said to myself that even if you have that 50K, I know it's still nothing compared to the amount you need. But if we have that conversation and I see your commitment, your seriousness, we can add a bit more to it on my own, apart from the payment that has been made. You understand my point? But I want us to talk about this. Is it something that is worthwhile? And can we intensify our energy on this? This today, by the grace of God, today, the people that have done the mock tests from the January cohorts, I call them cohort because that was the group. Some of them have received their results and all of that. And I've already made some payments to our admin. And what I intended to do was that I will discuss this call with you. After you have received your mock test, we'll now have a conversation. This is your problem. This is area of change. It's not just about the money. It's about the fact that you are ready for the exam. And the money is not even much, really. So it's not like it's everything. But I do believe that everybody can actually have that good score as a way of confidence boosting. You understand? Before the exam. Do you get my point now? Everybody can have it. So why am I saying this to us as a team now or as a group on the free platform? I don't just want it to be only you that will benefit from this. I do really want you to try to get friends to understand this pathway. And I don't want you to see it as a way to get money from you. I want you to see it as a way to train yourself to be able to get the level of strength you need, a level of confidence you need to do well in the exam. All right. So I can easily do more for anybody, but the reason why I chose not to do more for everybody is because I want you to have a form of, will I use the word strategy, that you can rely on even during the mock test. Now, okay, I've learned this, let me put into application. Let me see if it will work for me. And I told somebody yesterday, I said, my mock test is slightly tougher than the real IELTS exam. Slightly. It's not totally tougher. Slightly tougher. And the reason why it's slightly tougher is because if you pass it, you can't feel IELTS. No. Listen to me. Before I sat for my own fifth IELTS, I did mock for myself. I was desperate. I was angry. You understand? I did exam in School of Nursing. I was passing like water. University, passing like water. Is it I that is now becoming whatever? Are we together? You are not going to pay any money to sit for the mock exam, all right? But that 5 weeks coaching is what I intend to get people to be financially committed to. So what I'm saying is I intend to get people through the coaching system so that you can have something to practicalize inside the mock test. You won't just say, I just did it anyhow. If I give you a framework that use this framework to answer writing, and you now go and carry one framework from somewhere I don't understand, and you give it to me, I will ask you, where is this from? Who taught you this? Now, I will assess it frankly, but as long as it doesn't flow with the guideline that will make you to pass, that's how you will fail. So it's just to create a strategy that you can more like practicalize, or you can experiment. Let me see how this will work out. If I apply this in the exam, will it make sense to me? Can I work within the time frame that will allow me to actually assess my success. Do we understand? Now, let me say this to you. Look at, I mean, it's hardly nobody can, only people are looking at me. Oh God. It's interesting when, you have a way you like to communicate and it's not happening. So those are can please look at me. Susan, look at me. At least you are seeing each other now. Oh, network is freezing. Now, can you imagine that there are over like 5 million people? 5 million. I knew there was network crisis there. 5 million people that wanted to, are we following me, please? I can't see people. No. It's sad. Thank you there for the encouragement. That wanted to actually have, like, let me use the word access. And then maybe only 5,000 are aware of that, of the opportunity that the 5 million people are supposed to be aware of. Me, I am aware that the number of people that actually needed to pass IELTS right now is a lot. Not just on 1,000, that's 2,000. I'm talking about in Nigeria right now. And IELTS is gearing themselves to collect money. The question now will be, are you going to give them the next money to build flour or to pay salary? Because it has to be a choice you have to make right now. And how you can beef yourself up to hit that exam once. I just think you need to put a lot of energy into this and not just allow it to go to waste. So first of all, I want people that are ready to be committed to writing to be committed to the 5 weeks training, doing the mock test, and eating their success. And of course, knowing that you are going to write a mock test allows you to be committed in the 5 weeks automatically. Then taking it further to the aspect of going for the exam. You already have the mental strength to write the exam because you know I've passed it in a way or the other. You understand? All right. So, as many as are willing to get that done, I don't know whether there are people that will be asking that question on YouTube or whatever it is. You can basically join through the website system. I have a website, www.mercycreacademy.com. You can join through that system. It's open there. It's not a secret. You can join that 5 weeks platform. And of course, you want to join by chatting with me directly. You want to talk to me one-on-one. You can also just get my I think I'm on the platforms. There are platforms that people join from, the free platform, the IELTS sponsorship platform, and other platforms. Just ask for my number, and then definitely you'll be able to connect with me, and then we can have that conversation on how you can join. You understand? Now, just before I go, I don't know if I have 4 minutes. Yeah, 4 minutes. If you have passed IELTS, I think I'm done with this one. Yeah, you have passed IELTS, and you have passed CBT. You have applied for jobs, and the jobs is not coming forth. Your CBT is at the risk of getting expired. Your eyes are at risk of getting expired, and you want to be trained and supported so that you can actually get a job in the UK. Number one, I am not guaranteeing that I will get a job for you. So that's not what I want to say. What I want to say is I want to support you to travel and do your OSCE. And when I say support, I don't mean financial. I mean guide you. There is a platform. I've discovered this long time ago, and I'm trying to see how I can help nurses right in Nigeria, that you can receive a visiting visa to travel to the UK for 6 months to write the OSCE exam. Yes. This is whether you have a family in the UK or not. As long as you can confirm that NMC, you're a nurse, and you can confirm that the university that you're writing the exam as giving you a pass that they have collected your money and that you have a date. Once you can confirm that, and NMC UK can also confirm that, and you can show them at the embassy, they will give you that visa. But there are other details about it, okay, that I will not be able to share on this platform because of the sensitivity of this platform. But I want you to know, hear me very clearly. It is on the gov.uk website. This is not a hidden secret. It's not a, struggle. It's not that deception. No, straightforward. The UK government is happy to give any nurse or any doctor a visiting visa to travel to the UK to write the OSCE or the PLAB exam. And even for the doctors, they even have the opportunity to even spend further months to work as to work even in the UK after they have passed their exams. They have that opportunity to even, and of course for the nurses, after you have gotten your OSCE, you have an opportunity to actually stay back in the UK and get to work as a nurse. Yes, that is, you can convert your visiting visa to a work visa when you have passed your OSCE. It's not a secret, it's on the website. I'm not saying what somebody said, I'm saying what is on the gov.uk website. And I feel that most nurses have not utilized they have not utilized this pathway. They have only been sitting on getting a self-sponsored, getting a sponsor from overseas. But because the red list issue has, caused problem for people, you understand? So nurses seem to be trapped. Let me use what in Nigerian, under the Nigerian setting, and the Nigerian setting is making things to even be more complicated right now. Okay, so if you have anybody that has passed IELTS, has passed CBT, has been applying and has not gotten a job, hear me out now. Come and do your OSCE in the UK. Stop saying I'm waiting, I'm waiting. The job has not come. Go and do OSCE in the UK. When you finish your OSCE, you can convert your visiting visa to work visa. You don't even have to travel back to Nigeria. That's from what I have read on the platform. You don't have to come back to Nigeria. If you pass your OSCE within the time frame that you still have, because what the visa they're going to be giving you is 6 months visa as a visitor. If you pass your OSCE and you begin to apply to get a job, if you get a job within that time, that your visa can be converted to what? A work visa. And then from there, just continue your life in the UK. But if you want to go back to Nigeria, it's your choice. So I have the MCA has started a OSCE training system for both those in Nigeria and those outside Nigeria. Right now, we are focusing on those in the UK, but we are also, please, let me concentrate, right? So we are focusing on those in outside Nigeria, but of course, for those outside Nigeria, we can actually support you that you can start even having your OSCE training even before you travel. So that when you get to the UK, all you just be left with is to do your practicals, just a few mock tests here and there, and then to travel. So in our MCA Academy, in our MCA Academy, what we are doing is that we help you to get your OSCE to be paid for, we connect it with your, we connect to your university, you pay your OSCE. When you have paid your OSCE, you can take that to the embassy or to wherever it is you want, where they are going to be giving you the visa. And once they give you your visa, you are able to liaise with whoever you need to liaise with, and then to travel to the UK. And once you get to the UK, you have your practicals with us, and then we also support you with every other details that you need to set you up, and then so that you can actually have your skill. So the academy is currently in progress. We have started. We have students already. Our lecturers, whoever is helping us with lecturers, they are certified OSCE trainers who have received the certificate from NMC to train OSCE and to train nurses to sit for OSCE. So it's not just someone that is just a nurse that is just doing it. They're certified. Currently, we have that for the mental health and we have that for the adult nursing. You understand? And classes have started. Is that okay? So stop. I think it is time to take this take your process to the next level. But I would just advise that do not attempt to sit for OSCE if you have not passed IELTS and CBT. But if you have passed IELTS and CBT, the money that you will gather to do, because I'm not talking about financial on this platform, except when I meet people that are really ready, and then we can have that conversation. But if you're ready to take this process by the arm, let me say this to you. The money you will spend, it's not going to be more than 2 to 3 months salary when you start working. Do you get my point? Did you hear what I said? If you had me, can you type it? What did I say? The money you spend will not be more than what? 2 to 3 months salary. And if you now take 2 to 3 months salary out of your 20 years in the UK, how much is that? You are going to spend 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, 50 years in the UK if you want. Remove 3 months salary from that. Please, we are interacting. What is the percentage of that? What's the percentage? Is it up to 2% or 3%? So as much as the money look, wow, it's a lot of money, it's just 2 or 3 months salary. And can I give you another shocker? For the first 4 months of your stay in the UK, you will not be taxed. 3 to 4 months, because until your salary enter £12,650, you won't be taxed. Are we together? So if you now collect your salary like this, as it's coming to you like this, it's your full salary, not taxed for the first 4 months. Okay? So easily you can pay any money you want to pay back. And I believe that the average salary you'll be receiving as a healthcare worker, because if you're going to go with the self-sponsored method, you're not going to start to work as a healthcare worker. You start to work as a nurse. Once you get your PIN and then and you get your employment in the hospital that's taking you, start working straight as a nurse. So your first salary is going to be average of between 2,000, 2,500 or more. If you start doing extra shifts, it can grow. I remember I entered UK September. My salary in December. I became a nurse in November. I entered UK September. I became a nurse in November after I passed my OSCE. My salary in December, together with extra shift, was £4,200. Just December only. Now, that was because I also did extra, like additional extra shift, and it was no tax inside it. It was the next month that I entered that they brought their taxing knife. That was the biggest salary I received in the UK so far. 4-2. I was like a king. You know what that means? So if you calculate the amount you collect for the first 3-4 months, it's going to be close to £10,000. So you can chill out and of course, if your employer decides to support you, you will not have to pay house rent. But if they don't support you, you pay house rent. All right? If they support you 3 months, no house rent, Baba, you'll be king in the year. That's a king life. The job telling you, if you want any problem, just tell us. There's a way of welcoming you. Are we together? So why am I giving you all this gist? Let us not delay unduly. If you're able to get a opportunity around this platform, whether you are inside the UK or you are around you are at the premise of entering the UK, utilize the opportunity. Get every means to be able to actually go exploit this means. Don't just sit down and say we are waiting. If it is not coming, go for it. Do we understand? So if you want any further information about this information, you want more details, you have questions, you have clarification, you have people that needed this. I will put my number here now. Go ahead and speak to me. Let's have a conversation. All right. Let's have a conversation, and we can, we can talk sense too. But listen to me carefully. Look at me. This is Stephen Onoveron, and I'm not a scammer. All right. I will not. I'm not going to take any money from you. So that is one thing that I'm saying ahead of time. Every money that will be paid by you, and everything that you will do will be done by. The only time I will ever take money from you is for the husky training. Every other thing, not a penny, will come out to me to be all paid by you, and I will let you know the finances, both the ones UK government recommended and the ones that you will have to cash out by yourself. So, and if anybody comes in the name of Mexican Academy and they tell you that you need to pay £2,000 for something, please, it's not me. I don't know the person before. I don't have anything to do with that individual. Kindly just chat me and confirm that that you're speaking to me, so that it will not become a opportunity for anybody to say, okay, let me now try and speak to people. I'm not going to take any money, and I'm not an agency that helps people to get job. I just wanted to open this up to nurses that the UK government can give you a visiting visa to write your OSCE. If you've got a friend in the UK, you've got a family in the UK that can support you, it is a very good opportunity for you to utilize those friends so that you can just stay with them while you're in the UK, and then you can have these exams done and then get your job. Because being in the UK grants you the access and opportunity to possibly get a job much more than if you are not in the UK. And of course, having your PIN also gives you an extra opportunity to get a job other than not having your PIN. All right. So do you have anyone that has a question or clarification to make? I will be very much happy to answer your question or clarification. This is an open platform, so anybody can. I don't know whether there's a question from YouTube. Please, if you're on YouTube and you see anything like question, please do me the favor of maybe bring it on this platform so I can actually answer them. If you're on YouTube and you probably see anybody wanting to ask any question or so, please kindly go on and bring it on this platform. I will be happy to answer. All right. Well done, sir. How much do you think? I think it's about £200. What I was seeing online was £99, 100 and some pounds, £200. The actual visa itself is not very costly. It's very cheap. Okay, but you must now have some money that you must keep in your account, like to be sure that you understand that you will not come and be begging for money in the air. So that one is like that's where the lead. And of course, if you have a family that is supporting you and the family can confirm that they have that amount with them, then you don't have to have that amount. And of course, people know man, people know how they do these things, that they can just have some money in their account just to confirm that they have that amount of money, and when they are done, they will return the money back. No, I mean, no, how people do it. So that's how people do when they want to. So just to have like a confirmation that this is a particular amount, and I'm not coming to. I mean, the money that I can say to within my confidence and account, about £1,000 or so. You understand? So, but of course, that one is not something that you have to bring to the UK actively. It's just to confirm that you're not under negative pressure and that you're not coming and beg in the UK, and that you will also be comfortable. But the actual visa itself is about the highest £200. Is that okay? Do we have another question that I'm missing? All right. I don't think I have that question. So, this is this is the live YouTube section. You can also copy this particular YouTube and send to other people to watch. And I believe that people could ask questions in the process, and I'll be able to answer that. But like I said, we have the active OSCE training going on. You want to be part of it, it's not too late. Because by next month, I intend to up the amount for the OSCE I put up an amount that is not adequate to take the training based on what I'm paying the people that are taking them. So I have to increase that amount. But if you can join this month, you may be lucky not to be part of it so that we have to pay the increased amount by next month. So you have 15 days to make that decision. All right. So thank you, everyone. And please kindly have a wonderful weekend. Tomorrow, 5 a.m., we are back again reading platform. I might switch the time a bit, maybe to earlier in the day, but whatever the case may be, I will let us know. But we are having a reading class tomorrow, and we're also having our final speaking section on the IELTS sponsorship group tomorrow. I look out to having you around if you are part of the team of lovely students as we move to the March cohort, which is going to be starting the next week. Active and very, very vibrant set of people. I believe maybe March is going to be the trailblazer. You know, we have not broken into 200 in the first two cohorts. We just struggled. I think in the January cohort, we struggled to about 153. The February, within the last 2 weeks, people have joined a lot. So most people are going to be moving into March. Okay, and we'll see how much people will join in the March cohort. Yeah. So thank you, everyone. Thank you, Inlade, for staying through. Tony, Suzanne, Damilola, FBI. I hope it's not the FBI in America. Miriam, Enyiribe. Yeah. Kasi. Owambi. Ifunaya. Oh, ṣé fẹ́ gbé lọ ní Ọ̀pẹ̀yẹmí? Ṣé fẹ́ gbé lọ ní? Ṣé fẹ́ gbé lọ ní? Owambi. All right. So thank you, everyone. Blessings. See you tomorrow.